Well, I made it to the town at the very least. So that concludes the tutorial, but I will have to return back over there to get the rest of the treasures, once I gain a few more abilities. And of course there'll be a prophecy. There are a dime a dozen in these retro games, especially in the 8-bit era. Please let me know if I'm moving through the text too fast. Are we gonna always respond with ... Doubles my max health? That's amazing. So now I need to figure out more about the arrow shooter. But of course, the blue hearts are temporary. Once I lose them, they're gone until I come back here. I was hoping I could pet the puppy. Soul searching. You met an odd little spirit called Soul. Who was he? The full game now begins. First off, time to explore the town and loot its belongings, and help the townspeople along the way. I'll come back here later. This leads over to the graveyard. I should activate the checkpoint though, in case there's teleportation between the checkpoints available. That's probably a shortcut down into the sewers. What does this lead to? Looks like a teleporter. Quite a few unexplored locations. So I'll probably unlock one of these for each of the major regions. The Cathedral didn't have one of them. This looks like a magic shop or a library. Sure, I'll be on the lookout for them. 100 books. So plenty of them scattered across the world. Probably Soul did that. Book of Books. So this is where all the books are located, I guess. And I somehow missed all 11 of them in the Cathedral. And apparently the name of the area I fell into outside of the Cathedral was the Shade Forest. Crystal balls, so I suppose it's a device giver. Well, I guess that means I have to go through Shade Forest first. I should, at least. I could choose to ignore their advice and go into the sewers or the graveyard, but it'll probably result in some issues along the line. One of the 7 major bosses? I'm a bit worried. Is he a extra boss? Are we gonna lock him by collecting 7 orbs or 7 other items? Thank you for having a bank. But I'm assuming that means there are some hidden shopkeepers in the outside world itself. Otherwise, why wouldn't you just bank all of your money before you go outside? This leads over to the Shade Forest. Let me explore the upper parts of the village, then I'll go to the left. I'm trying to find where the shop is. Is the blacksmith located in another town, or in a dungeon? I'm guessing based off of my assumptions from other Metroidvania titles. Something is hidden in the lower parts of Shade Forest. What could it possibly be? All I know is it's going to be guarded by a major boss. Welcome to Ivystone Ridge, a safe haven for weary adventurers. P.S. For sightseeing, you should visit the old portal. It's in a house in the southern Ivystone. Rumor has it can be used to travel to distant locations. It's probably just an old tale though. Nah, it's real. In these sorts of games, every old tale is real. or at least somewhat accurate. So there's limited in how much money you can store. Sorry, but I really need that. That may be important in the Shade Forest. Only thing left is to check out Poison Pavilion, and then I'm out of here. I'll keep all the money I have on my person just in case there's any hidden shops located in the distant lands. I keep seeing they mention north, south, northwest, but they really should say upper or lower. So even if I unlock map fragments, parts of the world will be hidden. I can't reach this yet. Enough exploring the town. Let's go back into the Shade Forest. I need to get back over here somehow. Oh, rats. I'm actually out of arrows. And now these blocks don't stay solid all the time. They will crumble over time. Watch out for the Reapers and don't forget to use your shield. I knew it'd be something here because there was a hole in the trunk. And now I'm back under the Cathedral. There you are, soul. I need some other words outside of ... Thanks for the ladder. Before I go there though, let me see what's to the left. Another checkpoint. I know I want to explore more of the Shade Forest, but I want to see what's on the right side of the Cathedral. The lower right side. A door with 5 slots for 5 orbs. That's the orb they nabbed from the Cathedral. Perhaps that holds the secret for giving back my memory. Or perhaps it's trapping a giant demon behind it. Or both. Who knows, Soul could be the servant of that giant demon. Or the giant demon themselves. And they are just trying to use us. So I need to find the 4 orbs scattered across the world. There goes all my blue hearts. Well, there's no reason to go back over here, so let's get out of here. Ouch. Those wizards are no pushover. And they don't drop any gold either, so it's best to just make a run for it. Oh goody, we essentially have yoga blocks now. At least these are outlined. At least I can decide when they start. True, at the very least, those yoga blocks are introduced in a safe environment. Down there is not a bottomless pit because I can see the gray block. I can see the gray line here. Abandoned town of the Shade Centennials. Or Sentinels. There is probably a boss coming up. The town being abandoned is very suspicious. It's like they got destroyed by some horrific monster. Or in fact, I need to access it from the other side of the world. Apparently there's a place I can enter here. More of the map. I guess this is where I need to go through next. It's actually that close to the town, but I want to explore this part of the forest first. You never know if there's any hidden stuff, not just gold but abilities. Wherein lies a relic from the old war, do not disturb it. The first thing we'll do, disturb it immediately. If you missed the previous sign, consider this your final warning. What could go wrong? Telepathy Charm. Equip this charm at a charm shrine to be able to control a soul for a few seconds. That seems handy, but what's going on now? Of course, we're being chased by lava. Not too bad, to be honest. I was expecting something far, far worse. I have to access it from above. Lava's probably instant dead, but I don't want to test out my theory now. I missed this somehow. Just someone trying to find their past and regain their memory. There you are, soul. You've been following us all this time. Just another treasure chest. Rats, I can't open that now. Before I go over there, the next ammo upgrade. Hang on a minute. There's this orb, which I completely forgot to hit because I thought I just activated the blocks in the opposite direction. So this is the first charm shrine. At first I thought it was soft locked or was being driven to go to the Cathedral again, but no. We have a bunch of these. 3 for magic, 3 for movement, 3 for combat. So that's how I can get through these smaller holes. Perfect. Now remember that area with the red orb that I couldn't access earlier? Well, first I'll check out this one because I need to open up the gate. There's also one of these areas in the Cathedral itself, but I'll take care of that in the future. And now I can go down over here. Go further down there to get a shortcut, but... Aha, there's a teleporter. As well as an electric barrier here. That's suspicious. Well, I can't access it that way. So with my current set of abilities, the left half of the Shade Forest is complete. So I'm just going to use a teleporter to get back to town, and then get back to the right side of Shade Forest. Now before I go back to the forest, let me upgrade my armor. Seems like a minor upgrade, but it will be handy in the long run. Also, I'd like to point out, I really like how you can mark parts of the map. Oh goody, we have the upgraded versions of these wizards. Really? It deals that much damage? My first priority of this screen is to kill off the green wizard, due to the high damage he deals to me. Of course, if I get stuck here, I can always just explore the graveyard to the east. This is a Metroidvania after all. It's not like I'm pigeonholed to always go here. In fact, according to the teleporter listing, this is the third area. And now at last, after dying almost a dozen times to this one screen, I made it here. The strangest thing is that this room is much easier than the previous one. At least I'm well compensated for my efforts. Hey, no one said this game was gonna be easy. Now I should be able to reach it in time. I thought I needed to come back with an upgraded charm or something, but no, it was that simple. I should just attack every wall I can, if it looks suspicious. Thankfully the townsperson warned me about them. Considering my current progress, I'll probably end off the stream once I get to the start of the dungeon. Bit of a tight one there. This means there's a boss coming up, or I'm at the start of the dungeon. Can't quite reach that yet. Clive the Forest Dweller, so the Forest Gargoyle. They moved to the right, faster than I expected. We're probably gonna have one type of gargoyle for every major area. We had one for the Cathedral, we have one for the forest, probably gonna be one for the icy region too. This is gonna take a few attempts. He dealt 3 hearts of damage to me via contact damage, at least 3. But of course, as this is an action game, if I'm skilled enough, I can do it. Just need to practice this pattern. I think I got the strategy down for this fight. It's not this attack which worries me, it's the one afterwards. This one. It's over. After at least 3 dozen failures, Clive has been destroyed. Well worth it, and my reward is Tanzanite, a well-balanced blade infused with Tanzanite gems, deals +2 damage. Well worth it. So I guess that was the treasure they were all talking about. In fact, let me show it on the menu. Originally I had the Sapphire Blade, but it only dealt 1 damage. In addition to that, I now start with 5 hearts instead of 4 after dying. so at least the game doesn't cheap out with rewards after difficult encounters. This was surely an optional encounter, or I was supposed to go through here later. So in the next episode, I'll see if I can explore this part of the Shade Forest, but if I can't progress onwards there, I'll instead travel either into the sewers, or into this region, the Ivystone Graveyard. Well then, thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Toodles!